Peace, peace, peace. It's your boy Juice Wanna. Politics as usual. Oh, y'all ready? Yeah, no. All right. We in the building. We in the building. Glad to see y'all in the building with me. We over here finishing up this little Cuban blunt roll. I already started before I even started. Before I started this show. All right. All right. So, as we left off, we was in hold on, let me go back in here. All right. Hold on. All right. So, as we was inside Caesar's temple, right? Or, the temple of Caesar. Let's go over there. All right. So I brought it in just a bit to see if it could get a little bit clearer. I wanted to hope that y'all could see it better. All right, let me see. Okay. So we in the building again. Now, before we go any further, all right, I wanted to ask a question. All right. Now we know that you have been taught of spells and witches and all of this stuff, right? So, in these steps in design, it's basically this is why they feel, you know, they advanced in this. They had you chanting and worshiping this individual, you know. Not just him, there's others, depending on what religion you're in, but like I said, I could take this way beyond Christianity. Don't think that this show was gonna end, with Christianity being this villain. No, no, no. No, no, no. We are not gonna leave Christianity as the only villain. You best believe that. Right? You best believe that. We will not let the Christians or the Julians. Remember, we always talk about when we talk about Illuminati and these families and stuff like that. Remember, the Julian family is basically um the funders of Christianity. So even though you might look at the Vatican, keep in mind it's the Julians, right? So my question is to you, all right? Let's pull up this map. Hold on, let me see. I know you can't see that map, so hold on. All right? Okay. Now, okay. This is like basically the temple of, so this is out of that same thing, but this is a map of Rome, right? Italy, Rome, right? All right, this is the layout. Now, let me bring up this. This is a map of DC. Let me see a good map. Okay, say this one right here. This little white one right in the middle right here. Right, see right here. Now we're looking at this map right here, right? And we're gonna go back over, right, to this map. Now, see, the thing is, you can't really see it too good in this um this right here. So I'm hoping. Now, hold on. Let me see if Swift view. No, that's not gonna take me over there. It's on this side, so it's preventing me from like giving you like a great view. Hold on a minute. Map of Rome.
I pulled up some images for you.
I said Rome, asshole. Okay, hold on. I really should be pulling up. Okay, well, this is let's see. All right, so I'm hoping you can see from right here, right? This, and we got, and that's the wrong. Hold on. Let's bring over the map of DC. All right. So now, if you look at the layout of the two, all right, we got the Rome, when we got the DC, we got the Rome. Right now, granted, the layout of Rome was not, you know what I mean, set out, you know, with a structure prehand. Like Benjamin Banneker set out the design because remember the original um district of Columbia, should I say, was in D.C. I mean, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. That's where the original White House is and all of that. So they took all of that and rebuilt it, in DC. So that was design, right? So I'm just pointing out the structure of Rome, right? To let you know that they're paying homage the whole time. DC, the whole structure. All right, let me go inside in. Now, once again, we're going to look at the coins, right? And then let's look at US coin, right? Or not, these replicas of the Roman coinage, all right? Forgive me, I'm smoking right now, so you gotta work with me as I work with you. All right, so we can look at the coins, U.S. coins, right, and we can look at Roman coins. All right, these are Roman coins. I'm gonna go out. Mm. Roman coins, ancient. Pull out these pictures. All right. So now we are looking at ancient Roman coins. So why they distract you? It's no, this is from here. This is listen. They pushed forth an agenda under something else. Now you would think, granted, you're thinking, wow, if you into this stuff, right? You're saying, wow, they had us in this blindfold building an empire, their empire. You know, they built their empire off of lies. That's why, especially in the community, urban communities, they'll have. That's why we say, white world, white things. This is why. Because even stuff like Gucci, which is owned by a government, the government, right? Should we say, or corporation, is not owned. Cause I call corporations government. When the mask is pulled away, you're gonna see. When the mask is pulled away, you're gonna see corporate America is the government. You know what I mean? But they have kept you in a stage of arguing over things while they sit there and laugh at you. Like literally laugh at you because they know the truth. Can you imagine when they go away and divvy up that money, right? When they, when they go away and divvy up that money, they laughing at you. When they come in there as Peace Corps and all of that, and they speak of this, this thing, this great glorious hustle, and you wonder why the old African proverb says, "When they came, we had the land, and they had the book." They taught us to pray with our eyes closed. When we opened them, they had the land and we had the book. So if you're ever wondering why I butcher, the English language, because I give two shits. I give two shits. It's not for me to get that right. It's for me to butcher it. You said, and I told people this a long time ago. They always went into Africa and said we were a godless nation or godless group of people. You know why? Because they trained us to always look for a savior. They trained you to look for a savior from your oppressor. But they told you the only savior would come out of your oppressor. So that's why your oppressor could always use you for their agenda. Because even in their lies, you searching to find yourself. Even inside the lie, you so busy trying to find yourself. He had woolly hair, skin of brass, and that's all they had to do. Throw that on you. You was good. Now you see yourself within the oppressed. Because the story is duality. In order for you to paint a picture, right, of you to be the hero, you gotta paint the picture of them being in distress. And me, the messenger, I'm just the messenger. So don't hold me accountable. But I'm going to offer you this ambiguous situation, this ambiguous story where anybody could get in, providing they follow the script. So if you want to bring in paranormal stuff, as long as, the spirit over here, you see that saying this. And so as long as you follow the script, because it was written, doesn't it say? That's the training. Don't question. I was never that type of person. I wasn't foolish to tell me don't question. You mean don't question? You know what I mean? What you mean don't question? What do you mean black people don't read? What do you mean the truth is in there, but black people don't read? You should have never insulted me. I'm going to go read. I'm going to go. You tell me black people don't investigate in the woods? I've been in the woods. I've investigated. I've investigated. I swam. I know how to swim. I know how to hunt. I'm not necessarily a rock climber. But you know what I'm saying? And all of that shit. What do you mean we don't do? Slept in graveyards? Ain't afraid of dead things? What do you mean we don't do? only thing this does is makes you realize, as black people, like, damn, they really, they really ran a hustle on us and whatnot. You mean those woke dudes, quote unquote, conscious dudes, they were half right? Like I said, I'm not a Bible basher because the laws that's set up in there is a structure. You understand what I'm saying? So the legal system I stand on. The legal system is not set on that. So that's different. You understand what I'm saying? So those laws I can respect. That's why I say it's not a problem with the law. It's a problem who you have to uphold it. Personal feelings in these positions are not an equal balance. It's like training day. You passing it on. Which my beef was many beefs, but one of the major reasons I had with that movie was like, how was the black dude teaching the white guy how to be a bad guy? You gave him an Oscar for that. The black guy teaching the white guy how to be the bad guy. Right, right. Listen, there has never been anything sacred within the black culture outside uh, our music, which we always turned around and gave away. Every time we come up with a new, we give it away. We got battle rap coming up. You see the white guys already got their foot in there. But they could say, "Oh yeah, we was here from the foundation." That's why I never had a problem with the drill scene. For real. What I have a problem is the confusion of drill music with its context. And this context is only based on association, meaning street activity. But hip hop came out of street activity. So, you know, I don't know any one of these, especially in the black genre, like which one didn't come out of the streets. So I didn't get to the age where I cast judgment on music. I'm an artist, and I just stopped because I'm like, damn, I'm an artist. Like, I draw, I write, I write music, play instruments, but you know what I mean. I'm an artist. I don't know a time that you were not supposed to change, elevate, due to the fact that you're always gonna want to be different from whatever anybody else is doing. So it forces you to change. An artist is never going to want to emulate somebody else. That's an entertainer. So when people think that, or when they give Drake and Kanye these rap credits, I'm like, no, they great entertainers. They like Michael Jackson, Prince, in a sense of Kanye. Kanye would be Prince, and Drake would be Michael Jackson. One is an entertainer. I don't know him to be a writer, so he'd be more like Mike, more like, not exactly, not exactly, but the entertainment field. You know what I mean? That's his cover. Then we got somebody like Prince who, played his music and also performed. Then we got that over there. But, on that level, if I was to associate them without taking a level of greatness from them, you know what I mean? Like, okay, well, the way it looks, these are the people I would put them next to in this field. So what I'm saying in that is elevating or evolving within the music is not the problem. As adults, sure, we don't want to get caught up in the crosshairs of this is how you delivering your message. But the thing is, I learned not to be a hypocrite since Tupac and Big. Like real talk, and this is before he got shot again. After he got shot, and that whole East Coast, West Coast, Cali, New York beef, I did not listen to him. I listened to Pac again when he made Are You Still Down? When that album was released. The title alone made me say, yeah, let me go find out. Let me tell Pac I'm still down. Let me see what he got it. And when I heard it, I said, yeah. When I get free and all, man, 18, what is it? 16 on death row, and a lot of good tracks on that for me. You know what I mean? So, but I knew he was back because nobody was talking about it. Nobody was talking about that Pac. I said, yeah. So he's not talking that um conflicts with the people. They needed that money. So they needed to radiate that out to the people. And that's why you got what you see today. These young kids being the next Pac and Big. But that's what they chasing. Here's what they chasing. They chase when we say the white dollar, I'm not playing. I'm being dead serious. You know what I mean? Like, this is real. This is what they chasing. A dollar that they made, they control. And so whatever they want you to promote, they can provide the funds. These are the same people that found the funds to support the Iran Contra scandal. Do you think there's not a budget for that promotion? And get everybody else in on it, Pastor Cavassier, all of the companies, Rolex, Gucci, everybody in on it. This is the marketing scheme. They told you, and you bragged about it. Yo, hip hop is a $2 billion a year. Thought I brought my other water in there. $2 billion a year industry. Yeah, but what did it promote? Murder, death, kill. On our side. Who said to do it? Who said, yo, this is what they want to hear? Because they had the money. I sold my soul to the devil, but the price was cheap. Couldn't find out, the more you made, the more people you reached. The more people you reached, the more damage you done. I sold my soul to the devil. The price was cheap. Come to find out, right? You take what the artist made, right? I mean, their whole career, and I mean, running around, doing shows, promoting that message. And everybody else having to prove that it's real so they can go live the life and promote that message. That's what the kids are doing today. And so, the adults are contradict themselves. Oh, yo, they stop it. Stop it. You was partying to that. I wasn't. I didn't pursue that. I can rhyme. I mean, I still rhyme. I ain't gonna say I could rhyme. I can rhyme. You know what I mean? I just know, even me with all of this information, when it comes down to listening to the beats, the ones that I pick, and the things and the energy that I put out, I said, no, I can't do this. I can't do this. And I don't know, maybe I could do it some other way, but I just feel like, I guess in the Jay-Z sense, um, I want to rhyme like common sense, but like, but not without the dollars part, but like it just wouldn't make sense. Like I can't do it. I try. I want to. I wish I could. If I was a youth and I thought I would have been common doing it, I would have pursued it like common, but I just couldn't do it. So I said, nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna pursue that because everything that I seen or see today, I worried about then. Meaning that if you the type of person that's really doing the things you saying, or even affiliated, being around the lifestyle, and you gonna make music, and even where you live, people just want to try you. Just for even without making the music. People tell, yo, you gotta move out the hood, and then others, yo, don't leave out the hood. Yeah, all right. Catch 22. Because every time we make it out the hood, especially in that direction, I don't care if it's Mike Tyson having to get into fights, and you know what I mean? I mean, outside of the ring. You know what I mean? And just, Tupac, Biggie, and the Kodak Black on. You know what I mean? This shit just. No, I'm good. I'm good. That's how I looked at that. Like I'm good. And the things I would want to say, shit, couldn't see me at my age. Okay, I would have definitely been around like Cube, um, you know, um, Public Enemy, of course, um, Poor Righteous Teachers. Shit, I'd have been around. I mean, I'm just throwing names out there from Cube to Poor Righteous Teachers. Just, just Paris because he out in I'm thinking like different locations and shit. So, Paris is up in Chicago. Um, Let me see who else. Poor Righteous Teachers is in Jersey. Um, you know, Long Island, and we had. I'm thinking of those who was given that, and we already touched certain states. So in the South, I don't really remember. I know I would have definitely hang out with Face. He was real. He was to me. He was or is or was that in the industry. I mean, as far as that putting out the music at that time. Um, DMX definitely. Face was that energy. Shit. um, Mind playing tricks on me alone, man. That's it. You know what I mean? So, you got down there. And then these are the kind of people I'd have just been definitely, around. But I would have been spitting, the stuff I'm saying now. So KRS-One, KRS-One, what I'm saying, definitely at that time. But he was hanging out with them dudes, so I don't think I would have really hung out with him. KRS-One lost me with the I'm not, I'm brown. Right after that, no, I'm lying. I was fucking with him then. When he came out with edutainment, yeah, that was it for me. I was like, nah. Was it no, not was it entertainment or no? Sex, drugs, and entertainment, yeah, that was it for me. And that was it. I was like, yeah. But up until then, I was fucking with Carriage One heavy. He was my man. Um, but And that's why when he says the stuff about the dollar, I respect what he's saying. I respect Dave Chappelle. I respect these dudes. You gotta respect them. Because if you understand this, you understand how they control the people. You would understand that. It wouldn't be like hold on, I'm trying to look for the other one here. All right. So this is our ancient coins of Rome. So they got you. So you got the owl. Huh? They got you following something. Right? Right? Huh? So they got you following something. Yet and still. Hold on, let me bring the um uh, US coins. Images. Going to break in like 20 seconds. But I remember when I told you about the stars and all of that placed around them. Remember, we're heading into a new system. So understand the new shift. And this I'll bring this up when we come back. when people was given the jewels, like the information, all of these pieces and bits, but never really answering the question. That's what sent me to basically, you know, answer the question. So when I show you this is because these are the questions. Pardon me, I was putting myself here. These were the questions that people were asking already. You know what I mean? Like, yo, what do you mean? The system. Yo, what do you mean, the man? What do you mean? Here's all your answers in little spurts. It's gonna probably take you a minute to watch all of these different videos. I'm just giving you the understanding all in one nutshell. You know what I mean? See how even the black lady right here, she has the stars on her head, right? But then you also see the letters, whereas if they looking like the rays. When you read back into the coins, you'll see what I'm saying about the mentioning. Right, that's why I'm mentioning this now. You see the diamonds, I mean the stars sitting on the throne. Right, remember they had the owl. Here you see the eagle. Right, because wherever the land is, they usually change it to the bird and all of that. All of them do it. So um as you could just see, I'm about to move on from this. I want to go into another part. I just wanted to bring up the money situation one more time, but give you a more insight. Like, understand, like, see right here. Remember the reference to the rays. Hold on a minute. You see the coins. Right, these are the Roman coins. See the stars. See how they got, instead of the stars, you see the wreath on their head. The same wreath of Jesus, mind you. And that's why they put the wreath on his head to crown him. All right. We're gonna move on. I'm gonna go on to the next part right here. It's Sumerian money. Oh, you can't see that. I know that money over there, so I know that's Sumerian. Um, where we at? Let's go back inside this temple. Hold on a second. All right. Another part is we in architecture, right? A lot of people are not aware that there are symbols on the buildings, right? If you look on them, depending on where you at, if it's not on buildings, it's usually on the house. But it's either in the design or like it's called like the keystone, like where you bridge um an arch together, and that holds a major part. But I'm not getting into that right here. But since it mentioned architecture right here, you know, I wanted to touch this because remember I just said the design of DC came from the design of Rome. He was supposed to be, because this is the new Rome. They were all pushing through Europe, the Roman Empire. They needed uh an odd man out. So they chose the Irish. That's why you see the Irish try to assume that identity of they like us because they marked as well, being ginger. You know what I mean? Being ginger makes them, marked. So, that was their whipping boy, their first, in-house whipping boy. Until you get one, you make one within your own community, I guess. You know what I mean? That's what that I guess that's the problem within our community. Everybody keep trying to find the whipping boy. You know what I mean? Or telling everybody that I'm not the whipping boy. But now they changing the whole narrative, in the community where gay is it. I mean, look at other characters and you'll know. But that's a different story. That's a different story. Right? We gotta get into the structures. Right? We're gonna look at these buildings. Right? We're gonna go through a couple of them. Right? Understand these structures because these are the same structures that you see within with DC. Right? These are all of the structures. So when you see them, understand what they mean, how they look, and what they mean when you walk into certain buildings are paying homage to these same structures and symbols here. Why do you think that when you walk into a courthouse, it's Latin, not Spanish, like Latinos, but Latin? You understand what I'm saying? Why do you think the oldest? Hold on, let me bring up this right here, right? Where they at? Uh, Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if you can see this right here. Right? Latin school. Right, hold on. Yeah, this is Latin. This is called Latin school. Right? The Latin school was the grammar school of 14th to 19th century European. Through the latter term was much more common in England. No, no, hold on. This is the wrong one. Is this the right one? No, this is the. No, is this the one? No. Yeah, the one I'm talking about. Hold on, let me pull it up. It's the wrong one. It's two of them. So hold on one second. Okay, here we go. All right, my fault. It's the Boston Latin School, right? The Boston Latin School is a public exam school in Boston, Massachusetts and was established on April 23rd, 1635, making it both the oldest public school in the British American and the oldest existing school in the United States. Its curriculum follows that of the 18th century Latin school, that's the one I brought up, right? Movement, which holds the classics to be the basics of an educated mind. 4 years of Latin are mandatory for all students who enter the school in the seventh grade. 3 years of those who enter in the ninth. So if you enter in the seventh, you do 4 years of Latin. If you enter in the ninth, you do three. Either way. But because you're younger, you're gonna grasp more. So the reason why I'm saying this is here go a people, we know Latin is over there, who's learning a language that's based on a system of law. Your lawyers and stuff like that who understand the fine prints and all of that. And so while you having people sitting here turning you into, you got to learn certain, listen, if you're not learning these things and they're showing you that this is what you're supposed to be learning, and you not teaching that to your kids, and you not showing them that more than you teaching them other things. And if that's too hard and what Nas said, um, he be referring when I be telling him stuff. I was like, yeah, Shorty don't care. She a snake too. Fucking with them niggas from that fake crew that hate you. You know what I mean? It's like she gonna blame the dude, but reality, she didn't want to hear it. You know, this is what you supposed to be installing into the kids. Teach them that. But no, I don't want to learn that. That's too hard. That's what I be saying. So when I be showing you this, it's in connection to, hold on, the things around you. Now, what we at here? A Haron. Like Hiram. Like Hiram Abiff. A Harun or Harun, right? Greek. Boom, boom. Is a Hurum is a shrine dedicated to an ancient Greek or Roman hero as used for the commemoration or cult worship, oh, excuse me, of the hero. Understand? Now you're being indoctrinated into the Freemasonic part, right? Because I gave you the outer, realm. Now let's go into this from another way. Because a lot of this stuff is the symbolization part of me that had the shift. To be able to associate things with something and then switch it up, kinda, for somebody else to come along and go, oh, yo, that meant this because of, and later on in life, like me pulling you to it now, right? But mind you, cult worship. I already told you, Freemasonry is like the mother of cult worship in the U.S. or the world. So this is, the worship of the hero. You put it over the tomb, right? Think about what I'm saying. And Freemasonry, right? The tomb, right? The same thing with going into Osiris, the same story. I'm taking you in. So now you can understand that even in another way, the indoctrination or the information is being given, right? Hold on, my phone. A Roman or Greeks practice the extensive and widespread cult of heroes. Heroes played a central role in the life, we got 2 minutes left, of a polis, let's go see what that is. The polis, right? Polis literally means city in Greek, of ancient Greek, originally referred to an administrative or religious city center as district distinct from the rest of the city. Later, it also came to mean the body of citizens under the city's jurisdiction, right? So, a hero becomes the government that can over and protect you, right? Because it's hero worship. So say in that religion, yeah, we under this, with Bloods or Crips and word to OG this and right. So from that, you become this army under that name. So this is why, for me, I always look at, them gangs and all of that as, damn, you sure, using his name to kill and destroy each other, wouldn't you use it to prove how great these people were? I mean, shit, you spread the name all over the nation. Wouldn't you want to prove how great the name was? That's just me. But anyway, given, but take a minute, given the city a shared focus of its identity. Do you see what I just broke down and what it just told you? When we come back, I'm going to give it to you again. And let's see if you catch it. Let's see if you catch what I just said to you. And I think it was pretty clear, but, since we got a little time, I didn't want to just go on. It's crazy. As a matter of fact, the Romans and Greek, we practiced an extensive and widespread cult of heroes. right? So the Romans and the Greeks practiced an extensive and widespread cult of heroes. Heroes played a central role in the life of the polis, giving the city a shared focus for its identity. The cult typically centered on the heron, in which the hero's bones were usually believed to be contained. Think about the story of Jesus, right? In a sense, the hero was considered still to be alive. It was offered meals and was imagined to be sharing feast. His allegiance was seen as vitally important to the continued well-being of the city. This led to struggles between Greek cities for control of heroic remains. So when we think about returning to the tomb and not seeing the bones, just keep this in mind of these stories and these logics, okay? Because people ask a lot of times certain things. So this is to answer a lot of questions, even when it comes to the Masonic rituals. So what I'm giving you right now is an answer that goes both ways. Many examples of Heroa can be found around. Well, hold on, my fault. Greek literature records how, right? This is one person of Athens arranged the death of the legendary hero Theus, right? And 14, no, I'm saying 14, 469 BC, finding a set of bones allegedly belonging to the hero and returning it with them in triumph to Athens. Similarly, Herodotus, right? Think of the name, recorded in his Historius that the Spartans raided the heroines in the city of, stealing the bones of, um, this is, the Greek mythology of, or was the son of this person, an Argonus, and the brother of whatever. Okay, that was regarded as the changing the hero's allegiance from this to Sparta, ensuring that the Spartans could defeat the Tigris as foretold by the oracles of Defia, whatever. We ain't gonna do that. Okay, for practices in ancient Rome, right? If you want to see more about the practices. I know I butchered that whole shit, so that's why I be bringing it up there, so you can just see it yourself. Because I know I butchered that shit, But basically, within the story, within just understand the context of what they're telling you. They're telling you that they would they believe that the bones of the great heroes, those who protected the city, The city was unified under that system. If you can't understand how to shift and move people right now by even me doing this part, right, would seem like I'm aiding and abetting, that system. But the difference is I'm also telling you that they're performing the same act again. So don't think that my words is only for this side right here. No, it's a system that's being worked on you right now. I'm giving you all of the signs and symbols. I'm letting you see how the structure is being laid. What system is laying it down? How they're putting the imageries already there. So when the youth come up, they're already coming up in this system, this lie. So if anything, there should be a super large lawsuit because there's certain laws between placing imagery and all of that in the minds of people. That's a lawsuit. So anybody in the United States is actually eligible to form that lawsuit because I'm telling you what they're doing, what signs and symbols are being used to put you in a trance. That's just a fact. Is this Yeah, this is live, brother. This is live. I'm talking to what's his name? Grab Beats. I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of a different page, so when I pull it up, I can't see your comments. So let me respond to you. You know, goes yes. It's my fault. I usually don't be on this side right here, so I gotta probably put it over there so I can see it. You know what I mean? But yeah, what was I at? If I could put it over on this page, on my other screen. Uh, yeah, I'll do it in a minute. Boom, boom, boom. I'm just making the screen small, so I didn't mean to be rude and not to answer the person. You know? Yeah, so yeah, let me go over here again. No, no, no. We had go back inside here. Now we in the temple. All right. So now we in the temple. All right. Now, like I said, to understand that is to understand the structure. So you're walking into just say this womb that you born of. You're born of, I guess, your city, your environment, the land. So, now you back into it. But inside of that, you now are the protector, the one that the people rely on. And this is again why I stress that they say, there's, Africans are a godless people. So they can come in and offer you their God, their ruler, the one that protected and got them this far. Because you all at war with each other to the point that they made you soft. You was so busy fighting to prove who the alpha is that they proved that the meek shall inherit the earth. That won't be it, so I'm laughing like, hey, man, I tried to avoid it. I tried to, put it more. They didn't want to listen. What could I do, right? You know? So what could I do? What could I do with any of that? So like to understand this is to give you a whole new insight on how structures are made, the construction of a city, the concept and everything, where you rebirthing through that same structure. Remember, you got the phallic symbol and these things. All right. Greek literature. Okay. All right. Many examples of hero can be found around Delos' tomb. Right. A beehive tomb, also known as a Delos tomb, is a burial structure characterized by its false dome created by corn-belling the superposition of the smaller ring. Now, the reason why this is important, right? Hold on, you can't see this? Hold on. Where we at? There we go. See? We hate when I lose my damn position. Where was we at? I just bring it down. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Um, right here. There we go. What the hell is this shit? My damn mouse keep clicking on any damn thing. Hold on. Yeah. There we go, right here. All right. Now, let me just put it right to the chart, man. Okay. Y'all should be able to see it now. All right. You know, get down some more. Okay. Bring it on just a little bit more. All right. Now, this right here, this beehive tomb, all right, reveals the truth and, all right, I always show people this. Hold on. Freemasonic beehive, right? Bring up some images of this. All right. So now you also see within the Freemasonic symbol, right, all around, you see this, right? You see this Freemasonic symbol with this beehive. You see these Roman pillars. You see the book. and these people with the information to go and run the hustle. All the information is there. All you gotta do is just look, search, and read. It's not a secret. It's just, it's a secret to, you know, to anybody who don't know how to read or something. I don't know how to fucking read. I can read this shit. You know what I mean? Look at me. I'm like fucking third grade education over here and shit. Can't fucking read to save my life, but I know this shit telling you who the fuck Jesus is. I know this is telling you how they control a whole system, a whole people based off of this information right here. I know that much. And I can't read. I gotta, clearly I can't read. I can't get half this stuff out of my head. You know what I mean? Right? Tomb of Makian, right? Archaeologist, site, Anglo, Northeast, and Greece. Bang, bang, we're gonna move on. Greece. And in the near sacred area of number of Greek cities around the Mediterranean. In particular, well-preserved example in so-called Tomb of Theron can be found at, right? This is out in Sicily. The Greek city of Patium, right, south of Naples, has, now, see how you look at Naples? Hold on. See how they got the dome tops on the roofs too, right? Has been unlooted, hovering of an unknown figure, perhaps the city's founder. Understand that. Remember, I tell you about George Washington. Okay, it's the same thing. The city's founder. So you have these symbolisms. And so even when they brought it here, say if they might have condensed things, they still kept it there in their way of the rebirth of it while keeping that alive. If that makes sense. Right? So where we at? We're in Naples, a line, part of the certain, and where we at? Unknown, perhaps. Okay, city founder, and was content in with its contents intact. Now in the museum there, including a large metal vase, another notable one in Virginia, Greek, Macedonia, right? Understand these names. Think about how I showed you the structure. Where we at? The DC map, right? Then go to the DC map, look at a map of DC, right? And in that map, what would be at the bottom of the DC map? Wouldn't it be Virginia? I just too much information, right? I'm just showing you how it was laid out, showing you to see it, right? So, where we go? Sicilian, Greek as well, particular. So, go like figures, ancient. All right. Is thought to have been dedicated to the worship of the family of Alexander the Great. And many have housed the cult statute in Alexander's father, Philip.
Oh, the devil keeps smiling down.
I was telling you the one in Virginia is thought to have been dedicated to the family of Alexander the Great. A sanctuary of Zeus, right? And Namges also contains a heron. This one dedicated to the infant hero Ophiliot, right? The heron and Nemes was named as a popular place to practice magic due to the nature of his death, right? Or Felicia's death. Understand what's being said. And how you were being walked into the system. Like everything is basically remaining, but it's all just getting new names. So there's gonna be somebody like, well, there's gonna be a whole bunch of secret me's. People who's gonna have this information, and they're gonna keep shifting society because not enough people is gonna be able to tell the people, listen, that's all bullshit. This is all based on that, right? And truth is a code of absolute truth. If you want to join the absolute truth, you know what I mean? Where it's like, listen, these are actual facts. I guess I don't hate saying that, but these are things that can be proven, and this can't. Anything that's speculating, we know is technology. Once you hear speculation as if it's a reality, you know it's bullshit. That's just a fact. My ass has always been like, I can't do it. You know what I mean? That's why once I hear the hustle, the game, the bullshit, I like, get the fuck out of here. And then you be hated because you calling them for it. But this is what I mean. Like I could know somebody full of shit once I bring up this type of information within the conversation. Oh yeah, I believe in God. I remember this one time, you know, yo, I, I seen Jesus. I'm sitting there like, yeah, really? And this is why. This is why. This is the information you want to give a person, but shit, you see how long I be recording? You think you could give this information to somebody and they gonna listen to you and they already convinced that they know the truth? So I just said, you know what? Let me make these videos. Give the facts. Let them go through the facts and go, shit. He just walked me through it. He just showed me how there's gonna be a group of people who's gonna, even when they know it, they do find that person to be great. So even when they say it in the form of what's gonna shift the people, right? The mad and melanated and all of that. Under all of that, trust me, is the new all of that. All of the things that you see, all of the things that I'm naming is being set up. How do you know? You can go to certain buildings, even in your city. I don't care where you at, Atlanta to LA to Kentucky somewhere to Milwaukee, right? And you can see these buildings with these dates, like it'll be um erected in um 1983, right? Then it'll have like 15 whatever on there, right? 83 as the Masonic date. So they already placing things in front of you. You wouldn't even know. So when the shift happens, they ain't got to take down a whole building. You know what I'm saying? Just think about it. Think about it. Even though they'll tell you, oh, that's based on the lunar calendar, and think about how you can shift perception of things, even with that. Shifting everything to a lunar calendar. That's even more crazy because then you can dictate the people through the stars. So even all of this information could be lost because they'll have you back in the dark ages. So whoever get the information now is good. But if they showed you cryptocurrency, then they also showed you they can stop all of that. Then they showed you hackers. If you feel comfortable putting your money, your whole life into that system, he's about as fucking about as dumb as they come. And I thought I'm the stupid one here. I'm just saying. I thought I'll admit I'm stupid, but I hope you're willing to admit it with me. I hope you're willing to say, yeah, I'm about as stupid as this boy right here. You know what I mean? Let's see where we at. Let's see. See house food. Okay. Infant bone. A well preserved Roman heron from the Augustan period is situated in the ancient city of Sagiliso in what is now Turkey. Another well known preserved and well known heron is in the Liberty of Celius, right? Understand these. I told you, look at the structures, understand what you're looking at. Don't just, you ain't got to go into all of them, but you can just take the time to understand, especially location, Turkey. Understand that. Do your research into Turkey, okay? Please. I wouldn't be showing you these things if it wasn't for a reason, or at least pointing that point out, meaning I wound up getting into it. It was built to Heron, a Roman senator, Julius Caesar. Right? Right? This is Julius C, commonly known as Celius, was an ancient Greek Roman citizen who became a senator. Right? Construction which was carried out by his son apart from the laboratory, no, Great Library of Alexander, Egypt, was one of the largest and most significant libraries in the ancient world. The library was part of the largest research institute called Mazum, right, which was dedicated to the museum and nine goddesses of the artists. Right, understand this. In Egypt, right, the nine goddesses of the arts. It was one of the largest libraries in the ancient world, right? Like saying, apart from the library in Egypt, this would basically be the second largest one in the world. So you know that there was information shared between the two. So when you hear a lot of, the Egyptiologist people saying things, oh, they got this and there, it's possible, or it's possible information was shared. There was three libraries. The one that got lost is the one in Africa. They never tell you about the great what is the Timbuktu, I believe it is. Forgive me if I don't get it right. I'll get it right though. But yeah. So they negate to tell you that. But this information was carried out. Right? Early examples of Heroa. The first example of Heroa in Greece were found in late Bronze Age. Sites of the Mycenaean civilization. These tombs were built much like other tombs during the time, either as the shift as a shaft tomb, grave, right? Shaft, filled with elaborate grave goods, as or the Thelos tombs, right? Beehive tombs, a type of chamber tomb, right? Remember, chamber, we're talking about Freemasonry. I just showed you we're talking about tombs, right? So, in an untouched example, right, we have the Pylos and grave shifted style tombs, right? Was dedicated to a griffin warrior, right? Whose vital objects included a mix of objects and gave groups included. Oh, my fault. I thought y'all could see this. My fault, man. I be forgetting when I go on the break and whatnot. Um, where we at? I'm sorry. I'm trying to just see if y'all can see some of these things. I know y'all seen the beehive part. Which part we trying to see here? This is the city. This was talking about Virginia. Um, there we go. Looking again at the structures. Is the person, Turkey. Um, okay. So a well preserved. This is Roman citizen. Okay, early examples. So the Great Greece were found in late Bronze Age when the tombs were built, much like tombs. Don't know we read that, right? Yeah, Griffin Warriors. Okay. The rooms. No, I don't want to know. This is the tombs, the hero that contains. Boom, boom. Can be seen. Earn found. The sites in the BC, the IJs. This was different from earlier sites as it was built in a Aspen style. I don't know what that means, but it means that the end of the tomb was shaped like a half circle. Okay. In addition, this site is, which is the boom, 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 was the Olympian Heron, but it's one more I was trying to show you. Associate. Okay. Okay, here we go. Heroic sites were often linked to hero cults due to the variety of different uses of hero cults that they provided. They acted as a place of worship where cult's followers could leave grave goods and other worship offerings and were used as locations where feasts could be held to honor the heroes and remember heroes' great feats. These events occur primarily because of the Greeks' belief of heroes possessing special abilities to, pardon me, lineage locally even when he's dead, and was believed to be offering and worships towards this hero would allow living cult members to tap into this power, right? Like, I had to bring that in there. Like, hold on, y'all seeing you know what it is? See, I changed my zoom, so okay, let's give you that again so y'all can actually see it there. Right? Hold on, somebody hit me up here. Mm. Pardon me. I know we all heard it. Got too many damn messages I ain't checked. Okay, that's some yeah. Anyway, right? So heroic sites were often linked to hero cults due to the variety of different uses of hero cults that they provided. So you could take all of them, put them under an umbrella, and so then that's how you could pull them all in under this one great, you know what I mean? Hero. Pardon me, real quick. I guess I'm tapping into my account. I don't, you know, I don't use this account. So when somebody hit me up on it, I just switched over to it. Hold on. But they'll use this system to switch you over, right? Now you caught up in that new system, right? You thinking that oh um you thinking that everything is that messed me up right there. One thing, so but they're really pulling you under this system. That's why I said right now everybody could be pulled in all of these different ways, but they're all under this cult worship that they don't know they under. So they don't know that they all helping shift towards whatever they fighting against. Unless you just telling everybody, listen, this is what's going on. I get it. You pushing your champ, your dude. You know what I mean? I get it. Pardon me. Right? So this is a place of worship where cults followers could leave grave goods and other worship offerings and were used as locations where feasts could be held to honor the heroes and remember the heroes' great feast. These events occur primarily because the Greek believe of hero possessing special abilities that lineage locally even when dead, or it must have lingered even when dead. And it was believed that offerings and worship towards this hero would allow living cult members to tap in to this power. So I wanted to give you this. I wanted to offer you, something. I hope it ain't too hard for you to handle. You know what I mean? Hope this ain't too hard for you. But you've been ran a hustle on. You know what I mean? I think I'm gonna close out on the Julius Caesar part of this series, or at least this chapter. Remember, I told you I'm putting something together. So, peace. We out. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed this. We'll be back again. I think I'm gonna follow up with the ending of my Who Are Ados. Then I got some more topics where we'll be covering this same angle. But I hope this has given some true light on the situation. Not, whatever. Peace.